Brother Yahweh,
Brother Yahweh,
Brother Shah,
Brother Yahweh,
Brother Yahweh,
Brother Yahweh,
double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers teaching, in truth, and in sincerity.
The lesson we're going to get into tonight, America, is that place we didn't know we were the Israelites. And just pretty much is going to like a brief history of all the ancient captivities that we were in as a people and how we knew our customs and laws of Yahweh B'Shem Abishai, except for America. That's when we pretty much lost everything. We was discontinued from everything. So we're just going to go through just like three, just showing how we knew our ancient customs in those particular lands. So we're going to start with Baruch.
It's Baruch 4 and 3. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable to thee, to a strange nation.
Yep. And it pretty much is going to how we start putting our energy, our time, and our spirit into those other nations' lands, start to keep their ways, try to follow their gods.
That's right.
And that's why Yahweh did what he did to us as a people.
Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasant to the power are made known to us. Verse 5. Be of a good cheer, my people, that the memorial of Israel. Verse 6. You were sold to the nation, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. Yea, you were delivered to your enemies.
Yep. Our enemies were these other nations, man. It's like, what's that, Psalm, all the nations that hate us. 83. It's going to all the other nations, how they all had that plot, to just keep us under. And you see how America is, like, they're not telling us who we are as a people, So that's why Yahweh moved. He was moving to wrath because we started sacrificing to all these false idols, different devils, instead of the Most High himself. So he got jealous and he transferred us, to these other nations,
That's right. Come. Verse 7. For ye provoked him and that made you by sacrificing to devils and not to the Most High.
Right. All right. So we're going to go
back to the law.
Yep.
Going back to the law, because all of these slaveries, or actually all these captivities, which is nothing but slavery, goes back to us breaking the law, statutes, and the commandments.
Yep. And in the main law, it said that should not have no God before me. And that pissed them off.
Right.
Some other guys, that's the main, that's the very first commandment.
Yeah.
Thou should not have a God before me. Thou should not serve other God. So our people just want to do what they want to do.
Yeah, they say he a jealous pal. So he's jealousy right there.
Yep.
But they just love at the same time.
Right. You punish a person that you love.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. All right. So, y'all got any precepts?
Yeah, I got one. Hey, this is, you want to bring yours up from Exodus? You want me to get it up?
You can start.
All right. It's chapter 2.
23. Come on, 25. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 23. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up unto the Most High by reason of the bondage. And the Most High heard their groaning, and the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them. Yeah, so this one we was in captivity under the Egyptian empire. And we had to know the law by us calling upon the name of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? So that means that we still knew that we was Israelites at that time frame,
That's right. No, just like the brother said, we knew who he was, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really just, I don't want to jump his lesson. I mean, basically, that didn't happen. We didn't get disconnected to our power up until the Greek captivity, man. But all throughout these captivities, we knew who we were. We knew that we were Israelites out of each respective tribes. And we knew that Yahweh was always the power, man.
That's right.
Yeah, bro, it's real quick, though. And this is Exodus 5:1. And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord power of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a peace unto me in the wilderness.
That's right. See, hey, we knew our customs right there and there, man. In the Egyptian captivity, we knew who we were as a people. That's just going relate back to the subject of this title, man. We knew who we were in those captivities, and that's right here. We're going to the Egyptian captivity, right?
And verse 2, and Pharaoh said, who is the Lord Yahweh, yet I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord Yahweh, neither will I let Israel go. Verse 3, and they said, the power of the Hebrews have met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord Yahweh our power, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
Showing they knew the law too. That the law was oral.
Yep.
How did they know what to sacrifice, man?
Right.
You know, so like brother lesson going into, you know, we knew who we were, we knew our customs, you know, and we had that oral law, man. That's right. That's right. No.
This Exodus 14 and 30. Thus Yahweh saved Israel the day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. Verse 31. And Israel saw the great work which the Most High did upon the Egyptians, and the people feared the Most High and believed the Most High and his servant Moses.
Yep. Because why did the people fear the Most High? Because Yahweh heard the cries of the Israelites in that captivity, man. He saw all that type of rigor and hell they was putting on us as a people, so he started crying to our power. You know what I'm saying?
And just to back you up, which is beautiful, and the reason why he heard their cries or our cries is because we had the name.
He's right. You know what I'm saying? And through the Spirit, hopefully we're going to, you know, hopefully this be edifying to y'all, how it's going to show you how he just started hiding his face, you know, slowly but surely, you know, in each captivity, man. You know, it started getting worse and worse. You know, that's when we came to the shores of America. You know, we totally lost everything. That's when he completely turned his face, you know, from us, man. Go ahead, man.
This Judges 10, I'm going to start 13. Yet ye forsake me and serve other gods. Wherefore I would deliver you no more. Verse 14. Go and cry to the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So verse 15. And the children of Israel said to the Most High, we have seen do this unto us whatsoever seemed good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray these days.
That's right.
So the Most High, he heard our cries, like always. But you know, Jake, they gonna keep doing and doing and doing. He got tired of it.
Yeah.
So he put this on us.
That's right. And that's further proof to show you that we knew who we were.
That's right.
You know, in that time frame right there.
That's right.
All right. Somebody about to try to get that Jeremiah 29, 1-4.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah 17, 19, 22.
Jeremiah 17.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 29, what?
Jeremiah 29-4.
Okay. It said Jeremiah 29, 1. It said, now these are the words of the letter of Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captive, and to the priests and to the prophets and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon.
That's right. So this Jeremiah, you know, he's a prophet, you know, and he just telling the elders and the priests that, you know, they're going to get carried away by the people, the Babylonians, you know, at that time frame. You know? So let's just show you that in that captivity, our people knew that who we were in that Babylonian captivity, you know. Keep reading, bro.
It says, after that, Jeconiah the king and the queen and the eunuchs, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem by the hand of Elijah, the son of Stephen, the Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah king of Judah sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, unto all that carried away captive. who I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon.
That's right.
Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat fruit of them. Take ye wives and begat sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons and give your daughters to husbands.
Okay, so that's gonna link up right with what you got.
Jeremiah 17:19. This book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 19. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah unto me, go and stand in the gate of the children of the people, whereby the kings of Judah come in, and by the which they go out, and in all the gates of Jerusalem, and say unto them, hear ye the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, ye kings of Judah, and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, that enter in by these gates. Thus said the Lord, take heed to yourselves and bear no burden on the Sabbath day, nor bring it in by the gates of Jerusalem.
We was keeping the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Then Jeremiah trying to tell our people, don't be doing this on the Sabbath day. So at that time frame, if we keeping the laws of the Sabbath, that means we still knew who we were in that captivity. Man.
Yeah, because when Jeremiah spoke of Jeremiah 17:4, when it talks about that discontinuance from our heritage, that wasn't talking about that time frame. That was a future prophecy, you know?
I'm saying, even thyself.
Even thyself, that goes to show you that the prophets actually lost their identity as well, you know what I'm saying?
And also saying he reincarnated back, so he'll forget who he was and everything too.
That's right.
Keep going. Yes. All right. Verse 22. It said, neither carry forth a burden out of your houses on the Sabbath day, neither do you any work, but hallow ye the Sabbath day as I commanded your fathers. But they obeyed not, neither inclined their ear, but made their neck stiff, that they might not hear nor receive instruction. You know, so it's a stiff neck of our people. You know, even when we knew who we were, you know, we knew about our power, Yahweh Shemal Shah, our people still had that stiff neck, man.
Yeah.
Still was rebellious as hell, man.
Yeah.
So how much more in this captivity when they don't even know, all right, well, we didn't even know who we were, man. You see? Yeah. Now Jake just hopeless in this society, man. You know, this the worst we ever been, man. You know, the brother walking down the different captivities, man, just get worse and worse. Because you see, in that passage, it said about the king of Israel, then it said the queen. Because that queen of heaven worship was going on heaven during the time of Jeremiah, man. There wasn't no queens within Israel when you go back to Solomon and even Rehoboam, you know, Hezekiah. They weren't talking about no queens, man. You know, but they show you how far Israel, all right, especially the southern kingdom, was going left, man, heavy into their woman worship, man. You know,
just touching briefly, you know, there's so many captivities we were in as people. You know, just touching briefly, like the ones that's like pretty, like just notable, you know, in history and stuff like that. If you read in Judges, it show you how he was in captivity under Moab. You know, we were still calling for Yahweh. You know,
these are the major captivities. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the major, like the brother said. You have minor captivity, but according to the holy doctrine, biblical doctrine, basically the major captivities was the Babylonian Empire, all right, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, and the Roman Empire.
All the beasts and Daniel 7.
Right. You know,
because that's why all those kingdoms were mentioned, because those kingdoms, all right, and the people that ran those kingdoms are back, man. You see, those little Ishmaelite kingdoms and Moabite kingdoms, you know, that we was in captivity, they don't influence the earth like these major captivities that we was in. That's why America is known as what? Rome Reloaded, the daughter of Babylon,
that's right, bro.
The Syrian, the ride, you know, of my heritage,
Solomon Gomorrah,
you know.
That's right, bro.
You know, it also went maybe 20 years, 8 years. It wasn't never no long long captivity like major one was.
That's why he said, begat sons and take you wives and grow gardens. The Most High really telling Israel during the Babylonian captivity to settle in. I might as well settle in for this. You know, get comfortable. You're gonna be here for a little minute. You know.
Hey, just a quick one, Jeremiah 44:17. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
That's right. And it's another passage that book of Jeremiah goes into our it was mostly our women, was doing those
they was the one responding.
Yeah.
Because the women had responded. That's how bad it got. That's how much of simps, the Israelite man had got. Man, the women started responding to the prophet. And that was unheard of, man.
And then the men started bigging up the women. They're doing themselves.
Come.
That's right. What you want to do? First Kings, Second Kings.
So now we know we're going to the Assyrian captivity, because we was held captive there. That's why all these other nations gonna pay, because they touched the apple of Heavenly Father's eyes, man. Right. That's why they gonna go in captivity, man, because no other nation can say that they never had rulership on this planet Earth, man. That's what shows you just how merciful the Most High is, and how He shows favor, because He showed every nation that never have their time of rulership, man. So that's why they're gonna serve captivity in our kingdom.
Yeah. If I could just do a quick timeline, because you had the Egyptian captivity, then you had the Salakia, you had the Assyrian, because the northern kingdom was removed out of Samaria. Okay, and then eventually the southern kingdom. Okay, so we just jumping around. Yeah. But in order, it would be Egyptian, Assyrian captivity, and then the Babylonian captivity.
And because every nation had the lost people in captivity. Like it's like quick. Moab had to keep the Israel 18 years. Mm-hmm. The Canaanites had them in 20 years. And I think it's more. It is.
Judges.
Yeah, Judges.
These people.
Yeah. I don't know, but they had 8 years, so every nation had the lost people in captivity. So it's even be righteous to we have all the nations in captivity. So everybody had a part. Having lost people in captivity.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is 2 Kings 17:1. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elijah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea, for he had sent messengers to So, king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, and he had done year by year. Therefore, the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison. All right. Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. And the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Gozan and in the cities of the Medes. For so it was that the children or the sons of Israel had sinned against the Lord Yahweh their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared of the gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord Yahweh cast out from before the sons of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. Verse 9, and the sons of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against the Lord Yahweh their power. All right. Why did they do it secretly? Because in their minds, they know they was being convicted for doing what was wrong there. All right. And they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they sent them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree. Verse 11, hey, that's where you get these fucking churches now. And there they burned incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom the Lord Yahweh carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke the Lord Yahweh to anger. For they serve idols, wherefore the Lord Yahweh had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing.
Here's the point.
Verse 13, yet the Lord Yahweh testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, which is a prophet, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all the law which I commanded your fathers and which I sent to you by my servants, the prophets.
Yep. And this was in the Assyrian captivity, man. That just to show you that we knew who we were, as a people, when we started walking out the ways of the other nations, man. It's no different than today, man.
Because every prophet came in the name of Yahweh.
That's right.
Right. They weren't just prophesying, in a random name. They was prophesying the name of the Heavenly Father, the Most High. So our people knew exactly who they was offending, with their transgression, man.
And the Most High always had to balance out. He always had the prophets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just for the majority of our people couldn't say, well, we didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You had the prophets and the seers out there forewarning you who you are according to the Bible and stuff like that, man.
Yeah. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. Those of the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the town of Hoshea the king, whom Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters to Syria, and came they into another land, which is Assyria. Go ahead, you want to? Yeah. Okay, yeah, 2nd Ezra. Yeah. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
It's arsenal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which really is the Americas. Because that's when, they got to themselves and we're going to keep our laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Not follow the ways of these heathens. And therefore, that just further proves even more that the northern kingdom knew they were Israelites in the land of Assyria, man.
Right. Because they got this knowledge from King Solomon. So basically they knew that it would take a year and a half to get over here by boat. And then they basically went through Euphrates rivers, went through this place called the African Horn. And the reason why it's called the African Horn is because basically it's known for harsh weather, harsh storms. And
also say they go to foreign country, and so they keep their laws. Keep their laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they knew.
So how? Yeah. Why would they know that if they didn't know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like we John Beers. Hey, verse 40.
Many dudes say that that really upsets me right there when they be saying that the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, Spain, they're not part of the 12 tribes, man.
But then when you go in history, they observe the Sabbath.
Right.
Okay.
They do the law of circumcision.
Right. They did the law of circumcision.
The Native Americans, they didn't touch no dead bodies.
Right.
They abided by those customs, man.
The
land
Sabbath. That's why they continue to move around. Right. And then they didn't touch their woman when she was on a menstrual.
They'll put in a teepee.
Right.
But y'all like to say that they're not part of us, man. We have the same spirits, man, same characteristics.
They go the same shit.
It's just different shades of brown.
Right. Hey, verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes there. That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right, exactly. Because we knew who we were as a people in that land of Assyria, and we were like, man, the hell with that. Let's go over here into a land that we knew for our forefather King Solomon, where he used to have Hamites to go and get different type of
precious wood, animals, gold,
peacock, stuff like that, man. So it shows you that the Northern Kingdom tribes, they knew exactly who we were, man.
Right.
All right. So let's get let me wrap it up. 2 Kings, we got 17:20.
Okay.
I got the first back of it.
All right. This is 2 Kings 17:20. And the Most High reject all the seeds of Israel and inflict them and deliver them to the hands of the spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight. Verse 21.
Sight is talking about their land, man. You know,
Took the eye on that land.
they had eyes on that land at all times.
Yeah.
Like verse 23. And to the Most High removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by his servants and prophets. So was Israel had said by all the servants and the prophets, my bad. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria until this day.
Yep. Until this very day. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Kutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sapar, and placed them in the city of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria, and dwelt in the city thereof. Verse 25. And it was so, it was, and so it was the beginning of their dwelling there, and they that feared not the Most High. Therefore, the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
Yep. So that's when we got to the process to our father ways and series. You know, we were saying, you know, as a people, to hell with the ways of the Most High. You know, and that's when he sent lions on us.
Mm.
All right.
There was actually heathen though.
It's like with the series at that time frame. So you see how you were keeping the laws.
Yeah, because they had moved the heathens in their land mass. Yeah, they had moved the the heathens into Samaria. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, it was sacrificing to their gods, and what the Most High did was basically he allowed lions to attack them. You know?
That's why Yahushua told the disciples, go not the way into Samaria.
Right.
You know, because there was a lot of actual heathens in there. You know, you still had Israelites, you know, amongst them, but there was a lot of heathens, you know, in Samaria.
Yeah, I think a lot of Hamitic.
Because the Syrians, you know, they was over, you know, Babylon, you know, so they were moving those Babylonian people, you know, how they wanted to, man.
And we're proved that John, the 4th chapter, the lady at the well. You know, that's why Yahushua stated that you know not what you worship. We know what we worship. Why? Because she was actually from the tribe of a Hamitic descendant, man. Yeah, she was very right.
Are you still portraits of them still over there? All right, yeah. The water too. Verse 26.
And verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nation which thou hast removed, and the place in the city of the Samaritan, know not the manner of the Most High of the land. Therefore he has sent lions among them, and behold, they slayed them, because they know not the manner of the Most High in the land.
These heathen nations, right? So they want sacrifice. Okay, so the Most High done cleared us out of there. So now these fucking heathens are coming up in there, and they're sacrificing to their gods. All right. So a penalty for that was the Most High allowed lions to attack them and kill them. Right. That was the penalty for it. And so what happened, you know, just to go on in the story, they had to get Levites, you know what I'm saying, to show them how to, acknowledge and worship the Most High in the land, in our land.
Verse 27. The king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let them teach them the manner of the Most High of the land.
Right. The matter is your lifestyle, your culture, your customs. Okay, anything that the Most High desires us to do, they had to do to avoid the penalty of death.
Now we're gonna go to the Greek captivity, man, because our people was we was enslaved in the land of the Greece. So but at the same time, we still knew who we are as a certain people. That's when we start following away a lot more as a people, man. We start following to the ways of the Greeks, man. And one custom, we made a hat. You know what I'm saying? How people start wearing that damn hat, man. As you can see, that same custom, how people doing that nowadays with the baseball hats and things of that such, you know. It goes back to the Greek captivity. So we're going to get some examples how we still knew who we were as a people, because we still had the prophets out there as well. All right. So we get our first Maccabees 1 and 41 and 49. And first Maccabees 2, 49 and 50.
Yeah, and if I can add, and through this process, that's when that Hellenization started. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of our people discontinue from their heritage. That's why you had the Hellen and you had the Hellenistas. All right, Hellen were Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites, and the Hellenistas was the Israelites that knew. That's why and Hellen is actually synonymous with the term Greek, and Hellenistas is actually synonymous with the term Grecian. Right? These words mean the same thing.
This first Maccabees 1 and 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws, and all the heathens agreed according to the commandments of the king.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
You had a lot of sellouts around that time frame. If you read the book of Maccabees, a lot of you had, certain Israelites was trying to fight for that high priest position.
Wow.
Okay, and what came with that was basically serving the heathen.
Yeah, selling out.
Yeah, selling out. And so, and with those terms, we discontinued from our heritage, man. You couldn't be an Israelite.
Yeah, the office of the high priest turned into like a political office.
Yeah.
That's what the heathen turned it into.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right, bro.
Notice that all these heathens always had in their spirits doing the New World Order.
Yeah.
You want to get everybody all together, man. It's no different here.
One people.
Exactly.
And that's how you know they don't Yahweh is not that power.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
43. It says, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Yep. So those wicked Israelites, they knew they was Israelites in that land. You know what I'm saying? But they were like, let's go after the ways of King Antiochus, man. Let's lead the ways that we was taught through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and let's follow the ways of the heathen, All right.
And then once you start this, now you raise your kids in a Greek-like fashion. So now through tradition, they assimilate to that lifestyle and leave behind our lifestyle.
Yeah. It just slowly start going through generation to generation, man. The kids start being uncircumcised. They start calling the names of the Greek gods,
Zeus and shit.
Yep.
44. It says, for the king had sent us by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days and pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
So the Israelites
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine flesh and unclean beasts. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Right. And then I forgot the medical term. And then you had Jake that was actually circumcised, and they was getting that surgical procedure to put the foreskin back on their penis, man. That's how wicked our people became. What were they trying to do? They was trying to thrive in that society just like 2/3 doing now. They trying to fight for the American dream now. Back then, they were trying to fight for that dream, but under Greek rulership, which is the same rulership at this time frame, because the Greeks and the Americans are nothing but Edomites. A different classification.
And you always had those same spirits. They had that same type of way. They want to stick to the ways of the lands of that captivity they were in.
Yeah.
Just like in Numbers, it mentioned by the Egyptian captivity, how people said, we remember the garlic, the leeks, melons, you know what I'm saying? Food. Nowadays, our people say we remember the government aid. So we remember all
food stamps.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They don't say that.
Child support.
Yep.
I mean, they would say that if say we went to another wood. Them niggas would say that.
You gotta kill them niggas off.
Exactly. They would say that, man, I don't get no food stamps, man.
Stop it.
Yeah, get them niggas right there and there. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's
So
first Maccabees 2, 49 and 50. Like we shit it out. And jump down to 66, verse 68. So I got that.
From the second Esdras.
No, First Maccabees.
Oh, I was looking at Esdras.
Yeah, I got one too.
So just second Maccabees.
No, First Maccabees 2. First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 49 to 50. Okay, good. Then jump down to 66 to 68.
This is second Maccabees 4:9. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set him up in place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them up of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochians. Verse 10, which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith brought his own nation to Greekish fashion. All right, so you had sellouts within our nation, basically was being subject to Antiochus at the time frame. Why? Because they feared death, and at the same time frame, they wanted to thrive in this system.
Receive them benefits.
And to receive those benefits, you know?
I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, that's where the first and last names are coming from, that Greek Empire.
So
they start customly, start getting the Greek, the first and last name. I want to say they go back to the Greek Empire, if I'm not mistaken. All right.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 49. Now, when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his son, now have pride and rebuke God and strength, and the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now, therefore, my sons, be you zealous for the law and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
It shows you how important that, Mattathias, he had the integrity by keeping the ways of our forefathers instead of the ways of these Greeks, man. And one thing Apostle Gabar loved to bring out, he always said that our people were saying back in those time frames, it was better to speak, it was better to eat pork than speak Greek, man. That's how much we hated that Greek language and that Greek culture. Only, a certain fraction of us, man. Because the majority of our people, they was falling to the ways of the fashion of the Greek Empire, I jump down to 66.
All right, back in First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 66. As for Judas Maccabees, he had been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people. Take also unto you all those that observe the law and avenge ye the wrong of your people. Recompense fully the heathen and take heed to the commandments of the law.
That's right. It shows you that we still know who we were in that captivity of the Greek Empire, man. All right.
And then eventually we discontinued.
And they knew who our enemies were.
Exactly.
They recompense the heathen. Because in this captivity, there's a Martin Luther King witchcraft made you think that everybody was the same and everybody was cool. Be on one accord with everybody, man. All right? Beguiled you, man. Israel trying to be friends with everybody in this captivity, but no one is coming to your aid in any type of way, man.
Yeah. Except for the prophets. But it's from a spiritual standpoint. Right. Jay, 2/3 don't want it that. They don't want it that way. Right. They gotta have that those tangible objects, such as money for the cars and the houses, and the vacations and things of that nature. They don't want to wait.
Yeah, they don't understand. It starts with the knowledge first.
It starts with the knowledge first.
Solomon got the knowledge first. Then he became the richest man that ever lived, man. Then he got his heart's desire, but it started with the wisdom first.
That's right.
And they don't want the wisdom first. They want their heart's desire first.
Yeah, right.
Right. Hey, it's backwards, man.
Then you motherfuckers watch Rain Leave and think you're going to heaven. Shit.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So now we're going to jump to the Roman captivity. We already know we was enslaved there, but at the same time, you still had a portion of us knew we was Israelites in the land of Rome.
It's John 18:28. Then led they Yahushua from Caiaphas to the hall of judgment, and it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. Pilate then went out unto them and said, what accusation bring you against this man? Verse 30. They answered and said to him, if if he were not a malefactor, we would not be delivered him up unto thee. Verse 31. Then said Pilate unto them, take ye him, judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death.
Yep. So this was Pilate, he telling our people, saying, judge this man, talking about Yahushua, according to your laws. So it shows you that we knew who we were in that land of Rome right there, man. There's no way getting around that. We knew we was the Israelites in their captivity, man. Because those different guys like the governors and different leaders, they let us keep our laws, and our statutes and commandments of the Most High, man. But we just had to pay tribute to them,
Yeah.
I want further. In Acts 18:1, after these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately came from Italy, which his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome and came unto them. And when you go into that term Aquila in the Greek, it actually means, well, not his name per se, but a description of this person, a Jew of Pontus, a tent maker, converted to Mashiach, companion and ally of Paul in propagating, meaning spreading the word, Christianity.
Yeah.
So this man was in Italy, which is in Rome. And then at the same time frame, Claudius had commanded all the Jews to depart from Rome.
What about Acts the 2nd chapter, how
Yeah,
we kept the date of Pentecost, man.
that's right.
All the Israelites got together from all different scattered lands they was in, and they met in Jerusalem just to keep the law, All right. Yeah, that's it. All right, so now we're gonna get to America, man, Babylon the Great. And, this is a place where, what I'm saying?
Finish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so this is a place where we totally lost who we were as a whole people, man. That's how it says that falling away first, because that's when the Most High, he totally hid his face from us. All throughout slavery, we were called for these different gods, and the Most High never delivered us, man. That's why people used to see those chariots and things of that such. They're trying to, sing the songs of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, but we didn't get delivered, man, because we lost that contact with the Most High by having his true name, man.
Right. I can just add to in that falling away first is actually going into like 70 AD.
Yeah.
What you got there?
This is
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Zephaniah 3:19.
All right, I got something out there too.
Hosea 1:10.
Sorry, man.
Hosea 1:9. It said, then said God, call his name Lamoni, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. It says, yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them.
So there it should be said to those people that you are not my people. What I'm saying? When we tell these other nations who we are, they look at the 12 tribes, chart sign. They'll say that, you niggas and you spits. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just slaves here. They don't never want to admit that we are the chosen people, the Heavenly Father here, man. Because deep down, a lot of them know exactly who we are. But at the same time, they're not going to tell us because they want to continue to keep us enslaved here, man. Just like in ancient Egypt. Pharaoh, he didn't want to let the people go. The children of Israel, same situation right here in the land of our captivity of America. Pharaoh did not want to let us go, man. Because we right here, if you take away the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, this whole place is through, man. We the biggest consumers here. We built this city, man. Just like we did every other ancient empire that was enslaved under. All right, go. All right, read the rest of that book.
I'm gonna start at 11.
Last part, 10.
Oh, yeah, 10. And there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
That's right, man. So now it's waking up to who we really are. You see the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, Hispanics, you know, they pretty much associating themselves with the so-called Negroes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Now we're getting together. That's when you see the house of David is truly waking up now, you know, because that vibration being pushed out across the four corners of the earth, you know. All right. Yes.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I went to you finished all
Yeah, I went here in this area.
Okay. It's Isaiah 54:8. It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said the Lord. And how about Shema Shai thy redeemer? And so, like, you know, like a priest of Baal always going to, he hid his face, he hid his knowledge from us, man. We didn't know who we were, you know, we didn't know anything about the prophecies, we didn't know the names of our power. So the Most High hid his face, you know, for a moment, you know, going into, you know, from the Renaissance period, you know, all the way until now. When Esau came into power, that's when, you know, we just completely, you know, fell away. Because it started in 70 AD, but, you know, it trickled all the way down, you know, to the transatlantic slave trade, when we just was completely lost, man. You know? So the Lord hid his face, but now he had returned with mercy and the everlasting kindness, man. So that's why you see us waking up in the worst case scenario, man. We woke up out the impossible, man. You know, like the Taza once said, we came from the impossible, man.
That's right, man. Here, only in America, you can, how they always say, you can get a so-called Negro, line up to the wall, get three of them actually, line up to the wall, ask them what's their nationality, and they give you about 10, 15 different answers, man.
Color,
you know what I'm saying? Nubian, you know what I'm saying? African, you know what I'm saying?
None of them be right.
Yeah, none of them be right.
What they call them, the first people.
Yeah,
the original.
Asiatic, and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? That's only here in America, Babylon the Great, man. Because this is that great captivity that we was going to be in. Out of all captivities we was in, you know what I'm saying, it was the way worse, man, because first and foremost, we lost our true heritage, who we really are, and we lost that connection with Yahweh Shem Shai by knowing his name, man.
And this Baruch 2:30, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it's a stiff people, but in the land of captivity they should remember themselves. Verse 31, and should know I am the Most High, their power, for I will give them in heart and ears to hear. Verse 32, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name.
That's right, man. And that's happening right now, man. Live and in color, man. That's why you see YouTube are acting the way they are acting now, because, hey, you know, we waking up, man. There's nothing they can do now. It's already written. You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything about that. He saw, because Yahweh Shem Shai word had to come, you know, abound. You know, he said he was going to put us in captivity. We're going to lose our heritage for a little while. Like Yahweh Shai said, it was just for a little moment. Then you see the children of Israel gathering together, man. And it's only with starting with the elect right now.
We're talking about another point. And you bring that face again with the scripture.
This Isaiah 54:8. It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said the Lord. Yahweh Shema Shai thy redeemer.
In Psalms 83, turn us again, O power, and cause our face to shine, and we shall be saved. Yeah, so it goes to show you that the face is actually the Most High, allowing us to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The kingdom of heaven is in you, because what? It starts with the knowledge. Right. You know?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 17. It said, at that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and all the nations shall be gathered to it, to the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk anymore after the imagination of their evil heart.
Yep, because all the laws, statutes, commandments will be imputed in us, man. Therefore, we're going to be totally perfect as a whole nation.
Yep. And verse 18, in those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your father.
Yeah, out of the land of the north, man. North America, man. You know, all right. So, yeah, that's the point right there. Hey, you see the brothers are waking up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai by this word, man. And that's how you know when Yahushua said, or how the scripture say how this gospel should be preached. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know we're at the end of this empire. You know, so out of all ancient captivities we were in, we knew we were Israelites, except for America.
That's right.
During the spirit of power, Yahushua, he had mercy upon us. Now we're waking up to who we really are. We are remembering ourselves right now in this land captivity, America, aka Babylon the Great. All right. And with that, I hope y'all were edified. I give all honor and glory again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. And love us again to our apostles and elders, great millstone, salutations to our sincere brothers. Shalom.
Shalom.
Come, and also, it's a recommendation from the elder apostle Rakah, from the main camp. We're gonna put curses upon his places on the way out, man. Because we enter into a time where we finna see the destruction that we prophesied about, man. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Shalak, Rayon, Why, Anasha, Why, Paragi, Why, Abadi, Why, Mashapayu, Akal, Adawami, Why, Garion, Why, Ayab Yom the Why, the Water, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Babu Shah, the Water, to Water.